Hello viewers, welcome to QTP functional testing videos. Myself Uday. In this video I would like to demonstrate to you about how to work with Microsoft Excel files. So before going further, I would like to mention one point here. People who are not familiar with working with Excel files, right? What they will do is they will work with data tables, right? So data table have few methods like data table dot import and data table dot export. What they will do is by importing they will put whatever the content existing in that Excel file will be placed into data table, and once they update those values as per their needs, and once they are done with that they will export the data, right? So that is one kind of workaround of working with Excel. Okay, but I fairly suggest you to work with uh, Microsoft work. VB has numerous methods in order to support with Microsoft Excel file, right? So in this video I would like to demonstrate you following operations in my scripting. Okay, so generally, like, if you have an Excel file, generally how to retrieve a cell value, and if you want to set some value in a cell, how exactly you will set those values, and if you look out for some any specific string, how you will do that, and how to add an Excel sheet. We will have sheets like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. If you want to add any specific sheet, how exactly you will add the Excel sheet. Okay, and if you want to set any color to a cell value, if you want to set some color to the text that is existing in a specific cell, then how exactly you will set that color. And if you would like to mark the cell, interior color of that cell, how exactly you will set. Okay, how to copy paste the values from an Excel file, and how exactly you can insert an image in an Excel file. So these are the following topics I will be covering in my video, right? So for this example, what I'll do here is, I'm using a sample file. This is my sample file. This is a very rough data. Okay, where I have a column called first name, last name, age and column. Mhm. So this is my first row data consisting of Uday as a first name, Kumar as a last name, and age as 32, and the location as India. Okay, and in the second row I have a data called ABC as the first name, and in my third row I have a uh, data called XYZ as a first name, and USA as a location, right? So I will be working manipulating the data that is displayed here. Okay, I will use this as a sample file for my scripting. Okay. As you can see, this is the code I've been demonstrating you now. Okay, so first, what you have to do in order to work with Excel is you need to create an instance of Excel object. For that, what you have to do is you need to use the following syntax, like set Excel object. Okay, create object of Excel dot application. What it will do is it will create an instance of Excel object. Okay, once we have an Excel object, what we need to do is, generally if you work with Excel, right, you need to create three different objects. First Excel object, after that we need to create workbook object, and after that we need to create worksheet object, right? So whatever the Excel object you have created here, with that Excel object you need to use the method called workbooks.open. Okay, whatever the file that you are inputting, the content will be that workbook will be opened. Okay, once you have this workbook object, with this workbook object you need to specify the sheet ID here. As you can see, workbook object dot worksheets of 1. So at this moment, all my data which is existing in test 1, right? So what this is, sheet 1 have a sheet ID as 1, sheet 2 have a sheet ID of 2, sheet 3 have a sheet ID 3, like that. If your data existing in sheet 3, you need to specify the sheet 3 as sheet ID as 3 there, right? So whatever the sheet that you want to work on, you need to specify that sheet ID here. Okay, so at this moment what I would like to do here is I would like to retrieve a value Uday. Looks this Uday is existing in second row and first parameter, right? In order to retrieve any cell value, you need to specify the Excel sheet object dot cells method. Okay, and you need to specify these two parameters, where the first parameter is the row number and the second parameter is the column number. As you can see, I would like to retrieve Uday here. So this is existing in second row, first column. For example, if you would like to retrieve a value from USA, then what you need to specify? You need to specify the parameter says 4, and because D is the fourth parameter, you need to specify here as cells of 4 comma 4 dot value. Okay, and one more point I would like to mention here is, whenever you are working with Excel object, you need to take care of these two methods. If you don't put these two methods, it will give you unexpected errors, right? Just make sure that you need to close the Excel object properly. Okay, so what we have to do is, whatever the workbook object we are creating and whatever the Excel object we are creating here, we need to gracefully, in order to exit these applications gracefully, we need to use these two methods. Just make sure these two methods are used in your script. Okay, so let's see how how whether it can, what value it is getting returned here, right? Okay, so when I execute it, as you can see, they got displayed here, because which is the value existing in second row first value. Okay, so what I would like to do here now is, for example, say I have a value called Kumar, right? Something I would like to set a value something like IJK, okay, which is existing in second row second column. How can I set the value there? Or else I can specify, I would like to specify some value here, third row second column. Okay, I would like to input IJK here. So how exactly I'll do that? So for that, what I would like to do here is, mm, see the same worksheet object dot cells of, where I would like to specify the value, it is in third row second column, right? I would like to put it as, say, some IJK. Okay, so here I have two options, like I would like to save in the same file, or else I can specify it in a different file. Okay, for that, what I have to do here is, I'm just using a save as option, so the updated, like the updated file will be saved in a different file called test2.xls, right? Or else if you want to update in the same file, what you have to do here is Excel, or workbook object dot save option. Okay, once you save this, the whatever the updation that you have done will be applied into the same file. Let's see what is getting displayed here. Excuse me. Is there anything missing here? Let's see. This is my first parameter, forget about it. As you can see, file 2 got test2 got created. At the same time, third row second column value set to IJK, right? So that is what exactly what we intend to do here. Just closing here, because these two are covered, I just would like to comment these two. Okay, that's good. So in my next example, what I am trying to do here is, I'm trying to find out a value called xyz. Is xyz existing in my file? Yes, as you can see, xyz is existing in fourth row first column. So I would like to find out where exactly xyz is located. Okay, so let's see how exact what syntax we have to use. So what I am doing here is, with the worksheet object, we need to specify the range, like exactly in which columns I want to search, right? As you can see, the data is existing from A to Z, whatever it is, A to Z, even further columns also. You can specify the range. If you would like to search the values from A to G, right? So you can specify that range here. Okay, I randomly gave a range like A to Z, and you need to use the find method, and whatever the value that you would like to search, you need to specify that value here. Okay, so basically it retrieves a cell object, and you need to use the cell address method. Okay, So because this is a data retrieval, I don't want to save it in this file. Okay, and let's see what is getting displayed here. Let me see, are there any other things I'm missing out? I hope I'm not missing anything else, because XYZ is existing in 4.1. Let's see what is getting displayed here. Okay, just click 4C. As you can see, which is in the A column and in the fourth row. That is the address of that cell, right? So as you can see, this is displayed in A column and fourth row. That is what exactly getting displayed there. Okay, and in my next example, what I am trying to cover here is okay. So what I am doing here is I'm just trying to add an extra sheet to my Excel file, right? At this moment I have three sheets: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. I would like to add a sheet, like in my at the end of all my sheets. Here what I am doing here is first what you have to do here is, first you need to create a worksheet object. For that, what I am doing here is, you need to use Excel workbook object of worksheets of, for example, say if you want to insert an Excel sheet at the second position, you need to specify here 2. But what I would like to do here is, I would like to add the Excel sheet at the end of all worksheets. For that, at the end means I will get the count by using this method, right? Excel workbook object dot sheets dot count, where I will get the count as excuse me, so 3, right? So because it will start with a 0 index, I will like to add that worksheet at the end, right? So once I have this object, I will use it here. See, Excel workbook object dot worksheet dot add. Okay, and whatever the sheet object I have created here, I will use that object here, and I would like to insert the sheet name should be as something like test sheet dot 3. Okay, that I would like to insert at the end of all sheets. Okay, so because I am updating it in here, I would like to create that updated file in my second file. Okay, let's me see, I'm missing anything here. I hope no. Let's execute and see. Okay, it got executed fairly. As you can see in sheet 2, this is the sheet that we have added. So this sheet got added at the end, right? So whatever the location that you want to add, you just need to specify the sheet ID there. So that, for example, at this moment, if you want to add a sheet ID at 2, you need to specify here as a 2. Okay, so that sheet will be added at that location. Okay, and in my next example, what I am trying to cover here is, okay, okay, so what I would like to do here is, I want to change the color of the data that is existing here is Uday, right? I would like to change the color of Uday from black to blue, right? How can I set that? Okay, and at the same time, what I'm do here is, to one I'm setting it as yes, worksheet 2 comma 1 font color I am setting it as red. Okay, and the font name is Vardhana. Okay, and the second row, second column color should be blue. Okay, so what I am trying to do here is, I am changing this color to red color. Okay, like this. That is in my second row, first column. And I am also changing the font style, because it's already it's in Calibri. I can change the style. At the same time, I am using another method called interior dot color, where I am setting the color of this to the background color to blue. Okay, so I'm not saving this at this moment. I will show you it in my file, right? So okay, is there anything missing here? As you can see, you need to use excel sheet object dot cells dot this is the common to represent any cell value, right? So what you have to use here is you need to specify the font dot color method to set the whatever the color that you want to specify here. Okay, at the same time you need to use the font dot name method to set the name in that cell value. Okay, at the same time interior dot color, what it will do is it will change the background color. Let's see, is there anything missing here? I hope no. Okay, as you can see, because I am putting a save as save as option, it will create in a different file. Let's see, as you can see, the name is with red color, and the font name got changed to Ardana. At the same time the interior color got changed to blue, right? That is what we intended to do here, right? I hope this is clear. And in next, what I am doing here is I'm just doing the copy paste here. Okay, so how we can do here, like let me explain you. This is the extra file got generated. So I want to copy the cell value which is existing A2. Okay, and I would like to copy that into E5, right? So I want to copy the value from here to here. Okay, how can we do that? Excuse me. As you can see, we need to specify the Excel sheet object dot range of whatever the range, like for example at this moment, because we would like to retrieve a single cell value, you can specify the range, the same cell, right? So you can specify it as A2. Okay, dot select. What it will do is this, see, as you can see, this is the selection, right? So it will select that value. Okay, once that is there, what you have to do is you need to create an Excel object dot select dot copy. Okay, where you want to copy that one. So this method will copy that value. Okay, after that what you have to do is the same thing, range where exactly you want to paste it, right? So you specify the Excel sheet dot range dot e5 dot select. What it will do, it will put a pointer like this. After that the next method will worksheet object dot paste method will paste the whatever the copied value into this cell, right? Let's see how it will do. Okay, am I missing anything here? I hope no. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, as do you guys observe that the value is copied into E5 address, right? Okay, for example, say in this my next example, like what I would like to do here is I want to retrieve this, copy these two values and put it here. Okay, so what I need to change, I need to just change the range here. Okay, because this earlier we have a single cell value, I specified it as A2, but at this time I would like to copy this range A2 to B2, right? What is A2 to B2? A2 and this is B2, right? So I would like to copy these two values into that the cell value E5, right? So let me see, there is no file here, test2. Okay, so once I execute it, it should copy the range of those cell values. As you can see, as you guys observed, it has copied these two cell values. If whatever the range that you can wish to give here, those range values will be copied into the respective cell range. Okay, and this is covered. And what I would like to do here in my next example is I would like to copy, I would like to insert an image. Okay, so my image is in this path. Okay, this is my image. I hope I'm good here. This is my one of my good pic. Okay, so what I would like to do here is I would like to insert that picture in this cell address. Okay, so what I'll show you here. As you can see, what I'm doing here is in the bit column 6th row I would like to insert this image. Okay, so the image will be inserted at this location. So it will basically, what it will do, it will insert here, but the image length will be bigger. Let's see how it will be displayed. Okay, it's fine here. Okay, am I missing anything? Hoping no. No, let me execute this and see what will it. As you can see, did you guys observe? Actually, see, this is the pointer which is in B6. My image got inserted in this location. Okay. Okay, so what I am covering in my next example here is I'm just putting, like, because the length is too high there, I would like to put the image into this cell range. Okay, that is what I am trying to set here. So the what I'm trying to do here is I would like to paste that into B6 to C13. So I would like to resize that image in this area. Okay, but which is because resizing may not work. I'm not sure, like, this all the time it is perfectly work. Okay, this is up to you. I don't find, like, this is what approach I follow to restrict the image into that location, but I don't know whether if there are any methods, but this is not completely accurate. The rest of the methods which I demonstrated so far are so perfectly accurate, but this method may not be that much accurate. So let me show you what I'm trying to say here so that you will get a clarity. Okay, okay. Hmm, am I doing anything wrong? Let me show you. Excuse me. As you can see, did you guys observe? The image got resized. So what I am trying to say here is, see, even though the C13 is still there at this location, there is some gap, right? That is what exactly I am trying to say. Okay, these methods, like, are like not 100%, even though the image resizing work, right? As you can see, it should be like, even I am trying to resize to this place, it is not doing that properly. Ideally it should display the image like this. But somehow it is not working. Okay, forget about it. Okay, so that is how you need to work with Excel files, right? I hope this video helps you a lot. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Please leave your comments about this video. Thank you.